Hey, how y'all doing today? B-Dog Jr. back with you. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. Today's going to be a scientific experiment. Yeah, let my grass grow up kind of tall here in a little patch. I'm going to test out this muffler that's on here along with the extension that I made for it. Yeah, I made that muffler extension out of thermos pieces, stuff like this. I just kind of assembled together. I have another video on that. It's the new one there. I bought an extra one so I could have something to drink out of. But if you want to see how I made it, just check out my other video. So that's a brand new one there. And the reason I put this extension onto the existing muffler is to blow the exhaust away from my face while I'm cutting the grass. Makes it easier to breathe, if you know what I mean. Exhaust fumes aren't good for you. But yeah, I'm going to cut a strip of that tall grass there with this extension and the old muffler, the original muffler on here. Then I'll shut it off and I'll put this big dog muffler on there. I know it's a little louder, so it must be less restrictive, and that'll be my scientific experiment for the day to see if if Frankenmower chokes out on this tall grass with this muffler installed, and then we'll see what happens with the big dog muffler. So I got Frankenmower cranked up. Not very loud right now. Pretty quiet actually. You can hear me talking over it. And I'm not speaking directly into the microphone. So let's see how she does with that extension on there. Not too bad. Had to get the grass mulched up a little bit better. Bogged down a little bit. We'll try another strip with this muffler on here. I'll push it a little bit faster, see if I can make it choke out that 6.75 Briggs Stratton engine's got some torque, huh? All right. So I got her to choke out. I'll go ahead and get the muffler changed over. It's pretty simple just to take this muffler off of here. Just those two bolts there with a 7 stinks socket and extension. I'm going to leave the extension on because it's got screws that are inside here that hold the extension to the muffler. I'd have to disassemble this whole thing to take the extension off, so I won't be doing that. And got my glove just in case it's hot. And there is a locking feature on that plate there. It locks the bolts to keep them from vibrating loose. You just got to pry those out with something, screwdriver or scribe. So there's a thermostat that mounts behind there. You can see it fell down there. And I'll be reusing the gaskets. It's got two gaskets, one on the outside and one on the inside of that thermostat. And I have to have shorter bolts. See how long these bolts are here. So I got some shorter bolts to go in there. And if my test determines that this muffler is more restrictive, I may be modifying it somehow. We'll see. So that's how she sits. Blows on the front tire there a little bit, but no big deal. Yeah, I got a couple of nuts that I put on the bolts as shims, because these bolts are a little bit too long. And it's just a temporary installation with the nuts on there and two lock washers. Try to show you all the thermostat, because it has an arm that goes to the governor or to the carburetor, and it has to be able to move freely up in there. See how it moves. So if you lose the orientation on that, you're probably going to have to pull the cowling off to get it resituated. Well, I'll get her fired up and then we'll see what it can do. So I got her started up. You can already hear she's a little bit louder. We'll proceed with the test here. Back and mulch over that area. Try to chop up the grass a little bit better. Yeah. I'll go kind of fast through this part like I did with the other muffler. See if we can get her to choke out. Yeah, she almost choked out there. I think I could make it choke out, but I'm not going to. Pretty sure it would. I pushed it fast enough. I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of this. And that's at the same height as what I cut the yard at. I didn't raise it up. It's in the mulching mode. That's the only way I ever cut. That guard never comes off. I'm happy with that. I think that test worked out pretty good. So let me know what y'all think. This is B-Dog Jr. We over and out. How about this Chinese plum tree here? It's even taller than me with my hat on. Y'all take care. This is B-Dog Jr. We over and out. Have a good one.